My dear children, welcome to the accountancy class. Today, in this module, we are going to study the term promissory note. Promissory note is an instrument in writing, not being a bank note or currency note, containing an unconditional undertaking. According to Negotiable Instruments Act 1881, a promissory note is defined as an instrument in writing containing an unconditional undertaking signed by the maker to pay a certain sum of money only to or to the order of a certain person or to the bearer of the instrument. According to Reserve Bank of India Act, a promissory note repayable to the bearer is illegal. A promissory note cannot be made payable to the bearer. The definition suggests that when a person gives a promise in writing to pay a certain sum of money unconditionally to a certain person or according to his order, the document is called promissory note. The important features of promissory note are: promissory note must be in writing. It must contain an unconditional promise to pay. The sum payable must be certain. It must be signed by the maker. The maker must sign it. It must be payable to a certain person. It should be properly stamped. A promissory note does not require any acceptance because the maker of the promissory note himself promises to make the payment. Next, we are going to study the important parties to promissory note. The drawer and payee are the two main parties to the promissory note. The first person is maker or drawer. He is the person who makes or draws the promissory note to pay a certain amount as specified in the promissory note. He is also called the promisor. Then second person is drawee. He is also called payee. He is the person in whose favor the promissory note is drawn. He is also called the promisee. Generally, the drawee is also the payee unless it is otherwise mentioned in the promissory note. Next, we are going to study the differences between promissory note and bill of exchange. Bill of exchange is drawn by the creditor, but the promissory note is drawn by the debtor. Bill of exchange contains an order to make the payment. There can be three parties to it. They are drawer, drawee, and payee. But in the case of promissory note, it contains a promise to make the payment. There are only two parties to it. They are drawer and payee. In the case of bill of exchange, it requires acceptance by the drawee or someone else on his behalf. In the case of promissory note, it does not require any acceptance. In promissory note, drawer cannot be the payee for it. But bill of exchange, drawer and payee can be the same party. In the case of bill of exchange, if there is any dishonor, due notice of dishonor is to be given by the holder to the drawer. But in the case of promissory note, no notice needs. Next, we are going to study the important merits or advantages of bill of exchange. The important points are: first one, a bill of exchange is used in settlement of debts. Second point is, it fixes the date of payment. The next point, it is a written and signed acknowledgement of debt. A debtor enjoys full period of credit. A drawer can convert the bill into cash by getting it discounted with the bank. Now we are going to study the important merits or advantages of bill of exchange in detail. The first point is framework for relationships. A bill of exchange represents a device which provides a framework for enabling the credit transaction between the seller or creditor and the buyer or debtor on a agreed basis. The second point is certainty of terms and conditions. The creditor knows the time when he would receive the money, so also the debtor is fully aware of the date by which he has to pay the money. This is due to the fact that the terms and conditions of the relationship between debtor and creditor, such as amount required to be paid, date of payment, interest to be paid, place of payment, are clearly mentioned in the bill of exchange. Next point is convenient means of credit. A bill of exchange enables the buyer to buy the goods on credit and pay the period of credit. However, the seller of the goods, even after extension of the credit, can get the payment immediately either by discounting the bill with the bank or by endorsing in favor of a third party. The next point is conclusive proof. The bill of exchange is a legal evidence of a credit transaction, implying thereby that during the course of trade, buyer has obtained the credit from the seller. Therefore, he is liable to pay the seller. In the event of refusal of making the payment, the law requires the creditor to obtain a certificate from the notary to make the conclusive evidence of the happening. And the last point is easy transferability. A debt can be settled by transferring a bill of exchange through endorsement and delivery. Easy transferability, conclusive proof, convenient means of credit, certainty of terms and conditions, and framework for relationship. These are the important merits of bill of exchange. Thank you.